My beloved, there are many ways of being. And on this journey, you have likely experienced things that have made you look inward and question the parts of yourself that keep you bound to old ways of being. These ways, which you curiously call ways of being, are a very meaningful phrase, for your ego assumes the role of being, manifesting behaviors that are far from those that come from the true self, my beloved. One of the greatest challenges you face along your journey in life is the ego. That guardian of your insecurities and fears. That powerful box that holds everything that harms you, and to which you give a privileged place in your life. The one that often gets in the way of your true peace and fulfillment. Today, I invite you to strip away your ego and discover the divine essence that resides within you. The ego acts as a mask, a facade you build to protect yourself from the wounds of the world. It makes you believe that you must be a certain way to be accepted and valued, to be loved. It pushes you to seek external recognition and to compare yourself to others, causing you to fall into frustration continuously. But behind that mask, your true self is hidden, a self full of light and love that doesn't need external approval to shine, for it is already everything in itself. The mask of the ego not only isolates you from others but also from yourself, preventing you from truly knowing and recognizing yourself, always finding faults within. Believing in this fictional facade can lead you to a life of constant comparisons and discontent, falling into sadness and frustration. It's important to remember that your true value is not found in what you possess or how others see you, but in who you are at your core. Shedding your ego means freeing yourself from these illusions and reconnecting with your true self. To strip away the ego is an act of courage and honesty. It's about looking inward and recognizing the areas where the ego has taken control. I know it's not an easy process, but it's necessary to connect with your purest essence, to discover the true reality of who you are, my beloved. Allow yourself to question your motivations and actions. Ask yourself if they are driven by fear and the need for recognition, or by love and the desire for growth. In this journey of self-discovery, it's essential to be patient with yourself. Shedding the protective layer of the ego takes time and requires deep, honest introspection. Not all souls are willing to embark on this journey because it is the hardest journey a soul can make in its lifetime, the journey of introspection, my beloved. Reflect on your daily actions and examine your intentions. Why do you do what you do? Are you seeking approval or external validation? Or are you acting from a place of love and authenticity? These questions will help you identify when the ego is in control and when you are operating from your true self. In this process of shedding your ego, you are not alone. The angels accompany you every step of the way, whispering words of encouragement and guiding you toward the truth. We invite you to let go of the false layers of protection you have built and trust in the light that emanates from within you. When you feel lost or confused, close your eyes and ask for the guidance of your angels. Feel their loving presence surrounding you, helping you see beyond the illusions of the ego, beyond the fears that your false self provides you, my beloved. Your angels are always at your disposal, ready to offer you their wisdom and support. Their presence is a constant reminder that you are not alone on this journey. Even in the darkest moments, they are there to illuminate your path and help you find your center, so that you never lose your way on the road of life. Allow them to guide you toward a greater understanding of yourself and your purpose in life. If you try to do it alone, the path will become endless, frustrating, and fruitless. When you strip away your ego, my beloved, you free yourself from the chains that bind you to insecurity and comparison, to the fear of taking a step forward, to doubt, criticism, and scarcity. You discover that your worth does not lie in what you have or how others see you, but in who you are at your core, because it no longer matters what others think or say, for you have anchored your thoughts and actions to your true self. You are a being of light, a divine spark in the universe. True peace and happiness come from this connection with your authentic self. The freedom that comes from shedding the ego is immense, unimaginable to those souls who remain asleep. It is a liberation from the expectations and judgments you have imposed on yourself. It is a return to the truth of who you are and a recognition of your inherent value. This freedom allows you to live with more joy, compassion, and authenticity. It gives you the ability to be truly yourself, free from the limitations imposed by the ego, and trusting your life to the divine, because you understand that you are divinely guided on this path, my beloved. To strip away your ego, it is essential to cultivate self-love as well. Accept and embrace every part of yourself, even those parts the ego considers imperfect, because that is what the ego thinks, but you already know that it is not the truth. Remember that you are unconditionally loved by the universe, by God, and that you deserve love and respect simply for being who you are. And that respect must come from within yourself, from your ability to recognize who you truly are. Take care of yourself with tenderness and compassion, and allow this self-love to be the beacon that guides your way, especially in moments of doubt and uncertainty. In those times when the universe tests your strength. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Self-love is the foundation on which an authentic and fulfilling life is built. It is the seed that nurtures your growth and expansion. When you cultivate self-love, you allow yourself to see beyond the limitations of the ego and connect with your true self, leaving behind that false persona masked with only negative things that harm you. This love gives you the strength and courage to be authentic and live from a place of integrity and truth, without fear, my beloved. When you strip away your ego, a process of continuous transformation unfolds. It requires patience, commitment, and a deep desire to grow and stay connected to God. As you progress on this path, you will notice that you become more authentic, more connected to others and to the universe. The peace and joy you feel when you live from your true self are indescribable and worth every effort. There is no scarcity, because where God dwells, scarcity cannot exist. The transformation of consciousness you experience by shedding your ego is not only internal but also impacts your outer world. You realize that your relationships improve, your communication becomes clearer and more sincere, and you attract experiences and people into your life that resonate with your truth. This process leads you to live a fuller and more meaningful life in every sense, my beloved. Shedding the ego is a process that involves several stages and daily practices. Dedicate time to daily reflection. Examine your thoughts, actions, and motivations. Ask yourself if they are aligned with your true self or if they are driven by the ego. Write in a journal if necessary, recording your observations and reflections so you can remember them. This habit will help you stay aware of when the ego is in control and when you are acting from a place of authenticity. Dedicate time to service and compassion. Helping others without needing to be asked and practicing kindness allows you to disconnect from the ego and focus on the love and generosity that God has already planted in you as a divine seed, a gift that you must cultivate daily. These actions not only benefit others but also nourish your soul and strengthen your connection with your true self. Sometimes, your ego tells you that being vulnerable is bad, but it is not. Don't believe it, as everything that comes from the ego is false. Being vulnerable is an essential part of the process of shedding the ego. Vulnerability allows you to be authentic and honest with yourself and with others. It is an expression of courage and strength, as it allows you to show yourself exactly as you are, without masks or pretensions. Vulnerability connects you with your humanity and with the humanity of others, creating deeper and more meaningful relationships. It also helps you increase and develop your empathy toward others, which, in these times the earth is living through, is extremely important. Your intuition, my beloved, is a powerful tool that guides you in the process of shedding the ego. Listen to that inner voice that whispers the truth and shows you the way forward. Do not silence your intuition just because the ego intervenes, making you doubt what you truly feel. Intuition helps you discern between the illusions of the ego and the truth of your being. Trust your intuition and allow yourself to follow its guidance, even when the ego tries to steer you away with negative thoughts, fears, and sorrows, my beloved. Detachment is also a crucial practice in the process of shedding the ego. It means releasing the control you exert over things, situations, others, and expectations, and opening your will to trust in the flow of life. Detachment allows you to live in the present moment and accept what is, without resistance or clinging to things. Understanding that the material world is only temporary, and that what is truly eternal is your soul, your consciousness, my beloved. Practice detachment in your daily life and observe how it frees you from the restrictions of the ego and connects you with your true self. Living in the present moment is one of the most effective ways to shed the ego. The ego thrives on memories of the past and worries about the future. By focusing on the present, you free yourself from the grasp of the ego and connect with the essence of your true being. You are fully attuned to the now, which allows you to experience life in a more authentic and conscious way. In this state of divine presence, you can appreciate the beauty of each moment, make decisions more aligned with your purpose, and live with a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. You will no longer be concerned about the future because you understand that the future is created every day, in each moment, my beloved. The practice of mindfulness helps you cultivate this presence, allowing you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, and guiding you toward a fuller existence, free from the dominion of the ego. Return to your essence, my beloved. Shed your ego by shedding the need to appear, to seem, the hesitation in your decisions, the fears. It is, in essence, to bear your soul to be. It is returning to what you truly are, what you have always been and what you will always be. It is letting go of the masks with which you have dressed yourself throughout your life, as armor, as an adaptation mechanism, as a defense mechanism to protect yourself from this and from that, and from everything beyond. It is releasing the cloak of false survival or false protection. You are more than you have believed yourself to be all this time. You are more than the image you have of yourself, the concept you have of yourself, your judgments or beliefs about yourself. You are limitless, and you must never doubt this. You have limited yourself by constructing your identity with that false self. Returning to your essence and shedding your soul means changing. Changing means transforming your consciousness. And by transforming your consciousness, you return to your essence to free yourself from everything that was never truly you, my beloved. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.